All right, y'all, so we're coming towards the end of the month of January, and as you all know, January is typically a slow month for sneaker releases, and personally, I don't think I've picked up anything in the month of January, and I'm okay with that. I'm actually glad. I don't really need any of the shoes that dropped, and I've been waiting for February. So today what I'm gonna do is we're gonna talk about some of the more popular releases for the month of January. And right now I'm gonna focus on the Jordan releases because honestly, let's be real, without Adidas Yeezy and everything, Jordan is pretty much dominating every weekend, with a new drop. So let's go ahead and start with some of the releases for February. So coming up first, apparently on February 2nd, we've got the Union LA Air Jordan 1 KO. Now, this shoe right here, I've got my phone here so I don't lose track, but this shoe here, it is a nice, the colorway is nice, white and gray with that kind of sail midsole there. You got the silver, Nike swoosh on it, everything. The KO is like, it has that canvas-like material on it. I don't own any AJ Air Jordan 1 KOs, and I like the kind of like the shoes that they usually drop where like kind of looks like the OG colors, like, those type of colorways, but I've just never really hit on a pair, didn't really care about them, so I will not be going for these. I know a lot of people like the Union LA collabs that they do, but for me personally, I'm not gonna be picking these up, but if you are going for them, good luck. Again, they drop on February 2nd for the retail price of $150. Now, I wanna say one thing. A lot of these dates and everything, they should, they could always change, right? So if I say something doesn't drop, maybe they just change the date, but I just want to mention that because who knows what can happen between now and the shoe dropping. So, one of my personal favorites this month, coming up on February 3rd, this Friday, we have the Air Jordan 2 Lucky Green. Now, this shoe right here, man, all white leather upper, lucky green color all over, well, throughout the shoe. You got it on the inside liner of the actual ankle collar, on the tongue with the Air Jordan Wing logo on the back of the shoe. Nice shoe. I did a review for the OG Home colorway. I call it the Home colorway, but it's pretty much the white and red version of this Lucky Green shoe. And I mentioned in there that I feel like with this particular Air Jordan 2 color blocking, if the midsole isn't just pure white, like all white, it kind of makes the shoe look kind of plain. But on the Lucky Green, they have made it that kind of sail looking aged kind of color. It's got that kind of vintage look to it. And I think it looks okay here. It actually looks all right. I hope they don't, go overboard with the whole, vintage sail look on the shoe. But I really like this Lucky Green colorway, and I'm actually hoping to pick these up. Now, I did check the Foot Locker app. I'm gonna check it again right now. I checked it yesterday, and no shoe in 100 miles of me in the area. You know how you can check the area for stores. We couldn't find any stores within 100 miles of you. Please modify your search. Right now, currently, no stores in my area are getting, as far as the Foot Locker app, are getting the Lucky Green 2s. I also called a local social status, and they said call back in a couple days. We're not sure if we're gonna get them on time, so I don't know what's going on with the Lucky Green Jordan 2s. Let me know in the comments if you're getting them. Have you checked in your area? Are they coming? Let me know because I'm trying to get a pair. And right now, I don't see them at all as far as on the Foot Locker app or Champ. So there's that. All right, that's the Lucky Green Air Jordan 2s. Now, coming up on February 4th, we've got the Air Jordan 5 Aqua. Now, this shoe right here, black, suede upper on the shoe. You've got that hits of like yellow and the aqua color there on the sole. The aqua color looks pretty nice. Overall, for me, it's an immediate pass. This does also retail for $200. I didn't mention, I want to go back really quick. The Air Jordan 2, I don't think I mentioned that the men's, the adult size pair retails for $175, which is interesting considering the Chicago 2s that dropped in December retail for $200. I'm just gonna leave it at that, but just want to mention it. So, back to February 4th with the Aqua Jordan 5s. Now, this shoe for me, like I said, it's a nice looking shoe. I think if you're a fan of Jordan 5s, I like the Jordan 5, but for this one right here, it's a very easy pass for me. I will not be going for it. I think the Aqua colorway, whenever I hear Aqua, I immediately think of the Aqua 8s. Yeah, the Aqua Jordan 8s. Please bring those back. I know it's supposed to get the playoff 8s this year. I already have a pair from the last drop, but whenever I hear Aqua, I immediately go to like Aqua 8s. I don't know why they couldn't just give us that, but we're getting the Aqua 5s. You got the aqua color on the tongue. I think the aqua on the actual sole of the shoe is a nice touch, but overall, like I said, I will be passing on these Jordan 5s. But again, that's February 4th, retail price $200. All right, now let's see here. Also on February 4th, you got another Union LA Air Jordan 1 KO Low. Now this one here appears to be, it's similar to the other one, just a different colorway. And it looks like this one actually, hold on one second. They're calling it the leather version. And yeah, it looks like you do have some leather on the toe of this one. So you got your standard, you know, kind of, this one has like a white or kind of beige looking upper with a black swoosh on it. But the toe of it has a leather, kind of like a white, looks like white or gray, I can't tell, leather on the shoe. So these look pretty nice, but as I said before, I will not be picking up the AJ1 KOs. I just don't really care for this one at all. So yeah, that's that, guys. Again, that one drops on February 4th. Now, it's kind of weird that currently, I'm looking at sneaker news right now, and the first pair that I mentioned dropped on February 2nd, and this other one drops on February 4th. I don't know why they wouldn't drop all the Union AJ KOs on the same day, but that's what they're currently saying. Now, also on February 8th, you got the Jordan Y-Not 6. These right here, I'm just gonna say no and keep it moving. I don't want them. So that's it. That's February 8th. Now, on February 9th, we've got the Air Jordan 1 Golf High. This one right here retails for $180. Looks like a nice shoe. It's a golf shoe. I tend to kind of automatically ignore those. I just don't really buy the golf shoes. That's just me personally. I played golf before. I got some clubs and all that thing, but whenever I see the golf shoe, I just automatically ignore it. But, you know, if you want them, again, February 9th, it basically looks, it's an all black and white Air Jordan 1. I wish they would have just dropped this one in the normal, you know, high colorway without the golf, but, you know, a high model, not the colorway, you know, Jordan 1 high. But they got the golf here, so that's what it is, and that retails for $180. Now, also on February 9th, we've got the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort 2 Valentine's Day. Now these here, it's an interesting looking shoe. It's like an all gray upper with the red Nike swoosh, and you do have that Zoom Air logo on the tongue, but it has like a little very light red, you know, heart on it, as well as a heart on the insole. So that's a nice touch for Valentine's Day. It looks like you do have some velvet there on the actual toe in red, and you have on the heel of the shoe, anytime, anywhere. I don't know what that's referring to, but hey, that's what it says. Now that shoe retails for $150, and that is looks like it's a women's only shoe. So there's that. Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort 2 Valentine's Day, just in time for the holiday. Okay, so again on February 9th, you've also got the Air Jordan 4 Oil Green. Now I thought these were being referred to as the Seafoam at one point. But this shoe looks kind of nice. The white with the kind of seafoam green color, I do like that. I honestly feel like that the black on the shoe should not have been there. I feel like it should have been either white or maybe a light gray. And I think that kind of nice kind of light colorway all over the shoe with the seafoam green would have been pretty nice. So that's just me. But that drops on February 9th. Again, that is a women's only shoe, and it retails for $200. Now, before we move on, y'all might notice something here. Let's talk about the price. How do y'all feel about the prices of these shoes? Pretty much all of them are now $200, $210, $225. Me personally, it's kind of getting out of control, and that's part of the reason why I passed on pretty much all the shoes in January, and I will continue to pass on a lot of shoes. At a certain point, it just gets to the point where like, hey, it's crazy. Now, I mentioned the Jordan 2. I wasn't going to talk about it, but now that we're talking about pricing, I feel like I have to. The Jordan 2 Chicago dropped in December. It was $200. Now, I don't have the Lucky Greens in hand yet, but when you look, I've looked at videos online, images, stuff like that. They come in the same boxes. They appear to look like they are of the same quality, same shoe, but the Lucky Green currently is listed to retail for $175. Make it make sense. I don't get it. It just seems like they know which shoes are more coveted. They jack the price up and they could be selling them less. In my opinion, I don't know. That's just me, but I feel like the price is just getting way too high. And at a certain point, we're gonna have to figure out whether or not it's worth it. And they may drop the price or they'll keep it there, and we'll just have to keep, you know, being selective on these releases. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about the pricing of these shoes, you know, currently. On February 11th, you got the Air Jordan 4 Craft. Now this colorway overall is really nice. You've got that kind of white, you know, kind of sail looking color there on the midsole. It appears to have like, it's kind of white, gray, and beige all over. Looks like it has some nice suede on it as well. So very nice colorway. And it looks like that might be like a brown color on the actual outsole there, which is pretty nice. I think the colorway on this shoe looks pretty good, to be honest. I feel like the materials look okay. The colorway is there. You know, it comes with the special, you know, kind of grayish looking box there. So can't complain about the colorway. Now, this shoe does retail for $210. I like the shoe, but to be honest with you, I am gonna pass. I am not one of those people that are currently, you know, all hype about Jordan 4s. I like Jordan 4s, but I'm not just gonna buy every one. And this, for me, while it is a nice colorway, it's also an easy pass for me. So that's the Air Jordan 4 Craft coming in on February 11th for $210. All right, it looks like they also have a grade school pair as well. So, okay, coming up on February 15th, we got the Air Jordan 185 black and white. Now, I don't own any Air Jordan 185s. I've always wanted a pair. These are retailing for $200. You might hear 200 a lot on this video. Now, the one thing I can say about the Air Jordan 185 is that they did originally, I believe, retail at a higher price point than the other Air Jordan 1 High. I guess it's just a different way for them to charge us more prices to sell us the original shoe. Now, I will say I like the 85s. I would love to have one pair. I don't own any. I would like to be able to grab this black and white pair, but the realist in me says that it's probably not gonna happen. These shoes sell out, they don't make enough pairs, they're extremely hyped for whatever reason. So I doubt that I'll be able to get a pair. So I think it's a very nice shoe, just a black and white Jordan 1 High 85. Super nice, can wear it with anything. I can't help but when I see a black and white shoe now, I automatically think Panda Dunks for some reason because they've been everywhere. But this is a super nice shoe, retailing for $200. Again, dropping on February 15th. I will try for it if I can, but I already know that the L is inevitable. It's coming. So anyway, that's that, Air Jordan 1 High 85. Now, coming in on February 17th, we got the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Laney. Now, if you remember years ago, we got another Air Jordan 1 Laney High, and that one I like a lot better than this one, but this shoe in particular is a women's only release. It retails for $180, like I mentioned, and it looks nice. You've got, I believe this Laney shoe is reversed from what we saw in the original. I believe where you see blue on this one, it was yellow on the last one, and when you see the yellow on this one, it was blue on the last version. So also on this one, you do have the red Nike Air branding on the tongue, so you do have that there. Nice looking shoe. It's a women's only release. Gotta be real with y'all, I am going to pass on this one as well. You might hear it a lot. I'm being selective, man. I really mean what I say. So I'm not gonna be getting these. I do think it's one of the nicer Jordan 1s, but maybe just not for me. Let's see here. What else do we have? Coming in on February 18th, we got one of the better shoes to drop this year. Will likely be in my top 10. I said what I said and I'm not taking it back. That shoe is the Air Jordan 13 Playoffs. They are finally returning. I do not own any playoff Jordan 13s. I've never had them. I've always thought they were a very nice colorway. I grew up watching Jordan. I remember when he was playing in these shoes, all black colorway. You got the black on the top with the leather. You got black suede on the side, on the midsole as well with the white pods. You've got the 23 hologram on the back heel like you always do with all the Jordan 13s. And on this one, you've got that yellow circle around the Jumpman on the tongue. Now, it's a simple thing, right? But it's just always been something that stood out about that Jordan 13 playoff that I've really liked. And I'm glad they're bringing them back. Now, I don't see a price on these for some reason, but I believe they retail for $210. Now, I'm gonna say this, we talked about pricing. This shoe, I do not like the $210 price point, but I'm gonna have to get them because I want this shoe. And that's just where we are currently. Again, these drop on February 18th for the retail price of $210. That is the Air Jordan 13 Playoffs, a certified classic, a must-have for the collection. So now let's take a look. That will be in our full family sizing as well. Just wanted to mention that. Now let's see what else we have here. So also February 25th, you got the Air Jordan 1 High OG elephant print or cement, which is pretty much a all white and gray Jordan 1 High, but on the kind of overlays on the shoe, the leather overlays, you have a cement print all over the shoe, and you also have a kind of sail midsole. Now I will say, this shoe, I think I did a short for this, but I said it was a no for me then, and guess what? It's a no for me now. But what I will say is that I've seen some videos online, I've seen some in-hand like images, and the sail in the midsole does make the shoe look better. And I also think that the cement print, I don't like it because it's all over the shoe, but I think it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would with the gray tongue on that shoe. That's what I will say. But that does release again on February 25th for a US retail price of $180. It will be a pass for me, but if you're going for them, good luck. Let's see here. Also on February 25th, you got the Air Jordan 6 Cool Gray. Now, I like Jordan 6s. This is a clean shoe, all white leather upper. You got the hits of that cool gray throughout the shoe. You got the icy blue bottom there, the gray Jordan 6 tongue, which I've always liked that Air Jordan text on the tongue. Nice looking shoe, man. Really nice looking shoe. Now, this retails for what, $200, I believe? Let me just double check that. I think it does. I can't find the price for the men's shoe. I believe it does retail for $200. But overall, it is a clean Jordan 2. That icy blue bottom looks nice. I've always liked the Jordan 6 bottom. But yeah, retails for $200. I will be passing on them. I don't need those. I just picked up, what's the last Jordan 6 I picked up? I think it was the Jordan 6 Midnight Navy. I think, yeah. I won't be picking these up though, the cool gray. So that's just me. I believe that's all for the month of February that I am seeing. So for me, I'm gonna be going, of course, for the Jordan 2 Lucky Green. I'm gonna try for the Playoff 13s as well, and then that Jordan 1 High 85, black and white colorway. So hopefully I'm successful maybe to get those. I really want the Playoff 13s and the Jordan 2 Lucky Greens. I don't feel like I should have much trouble with the Jordan 2, but we'll see. You know, maybe people have changed their mind about the Jordan 2. I'm glad to see them releasing more colorways, keep them coming. But y'all let me know what you think about the releases in February and if you're gonna pick any up. That'll be all from me, guys. I thank each and every one of you for watching the video, liking, commenting. Again, thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you in the next video.